Hi, how are you? In case you didn't notice, we're both wearing different shirts than we were a few minutes ago.
I thought it was magic.
No, the reason for that is it's actually 2 days later.
Liar.
Thank you, Skype. No, Skype decided to hang up on us. So, well, that's no big deal. We'll reconnect. Then we talked for another minute, then it hung up on us again. Tried it one more time, and then it hung up again, and, well, I had to get a new monitor because I got it tossed it. I was kind of that pissed. Thank God Savers has monitors for $24.
Rage quit.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm actually not joking. I was already,
Really?
I was already in kind of a pissy mood that night. That just kind of put me over the edge. So,
If you
so
need a computer, I'm selling my sister's old computer.
no, it's not the computer. It's just the monitor I needed.
I got a monitor there too. Not a good one, but
No, I needed at least a halfway decent one. But no, I'm kidding. Even I'm not stupid enough to throw my monitor. Would throw
then
the whole
stop
damn.
saying you're
I would,
serious.
I would, I would throw the whole damn computer. And I was seriously considering it. So, where we left off was we were talking about the iPhone 5S and how it's going to be so much cheaper,
With the
and the
data plan.
fact that it's not.
With the data plan. That's the only way it's cheaper.
Yeah, well, they wanted to be. They're saying, hey, what you can do is you can buy the phone separate, and it'll be cheaper. So I started to go over the prices. So that's where we're going to pick up now.
Okay.
I'm going to run through these prices real quick, okay? For the 5S, let's see. With a 2-year contract for the 16-bit, it's $199 for the 16 gigabit. Yeah, gigabyte. Excuse me.
For the 8 gigabytes, it's 99, I think.
Oh well, no. This is the 5S. This isn't
I
the
think
5C. This is the 5S. And that's with a 2-year contract. It's $199. Or contract free, it's $649. Now the 32 and 64 gigabytes,
Let me check my hat for the money.
yeah, are $299 and $399 respectively with a new contract. Doesn't give us a cost for how much it will be without a contract. I figure you add between 100 to 150, so it'll be between 750 800 guarantee.
Probably.
Now, um, the 5C. This is the one that they wanted to say, hey, these are beautifully beautiful. They're unapologetically plastic, so they're going to be a lot less. It's going to cost you a lot less money.
No.
No, no. The 5C, excuse me, is $99 for the 16 gigabyte on a 2-year contract, or it's $199 for the 32 gigabytes. Would you like to know how much the 16 bit without the
Probably,
contract is?
probably about $400.
Ooh, not even close. 550. It's a whole $100 cheaper.
Hmm.
Which, in other words, the people in China who don't have any money who are hoping for a cheaper phone are still not getting a cheaper phone.
You
People
know
like
what?
me who might think about it are still not getting a cheaper phone.
I paid less for my iPad than I would for one of these phones.
Yeah, exactly.
I paid
Um,
$400 for a 16 gig iPad. Why would I pay more for a phone?
Here's my favorite part. They're sitting there. It's like, well, this will help, and this will help the company. Shares of Apple were down by 2% right after the presentation.
Of course, you know those people who will line up around the block to get
Oh yeah.
them.
Don't get me wrong. I do not have a problem with Apple. I really don't. I have an iPod. I use iTunes. I'm not ridiculous over Apple. I don't need to go out. Oh my God, there's a new iPad. You bought one 4 months ago, but this one's new.
But
How is it
seriously,
new?
what in what universe is $650 to $800
How
cheap?
how is 550 cheap for a lot of people? It's not.
I mean, I just watched a news story the other day about how the 1 percentile is earning most of the money now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You got
that just leaves us in the shitter.
Oh yeah, well you've got somebody like me who quite literally lives check by check. Okay, the reason I got this computer that I have now is complete that the webcam, the whole 9 yards. It's because of PC Richards. They paying me for this plug? No, but I'm going to give it to them anyway. There are some people who can't get credit, like me at the moment, because I'm working on, I'm working my debt off, so I can't get a real credit card.
Heck,
But
when my 0%
eh,
APR is up, I might not use my credit card ever again.
well, it's like here's the thing: no place will allow you to do layaways anymore.
Except Kmart.
Even Kmart, depends on what they're carrying. I think you've got to have a certain amount to be able to do a layaway. But where's their electronics section? Oh yeah, it's quite literally in the basement. The last Kmart I went to, it's literally in the basement. They had two computers and one laptop. Woohoo! Was overwhelmed by non-choice. Went to PC Richards. It took me about maybe a month and a half, but I got me a brand new computer. I'm seriously considering getting another one or an iPad, or maybe a Nexus or something, because I can put them on layaway. I can pay them off. But yeah,
I might think about the same thing because my screen is cracked.
yeah, go. I'm telling you, go to PC Richards. They will happily let you do a layaway on it. You just got to make sure you pay something each week. You've got the old rule of between 7 to 9 weeks. Okay, and like let's say you pay them the bulk of it, because I know you get paid by the month. Let's say you pay them the bulk of it at the beginning of the month, and then you just run down, put 10, 10, and 10 for the next couple of weeks. Next time you get paid, bang, you're done. You pay the rest of it. You know.
Ah,
So anyway, so what other thoughts do you have on the whole thing with the iPhone here? Not just the cost, but the iPhone in general.
personally, I don't care. I was happy with my Droid before, but ever since that got kind of broken,
Yeah,
um, my bill is down $30 because of that data plan.
it
That's
was
what
killing
kills
you, wasn't it?
it's the data plan that really kills you. They tack on $30 more to your regular phone bill. Granted, it did come in handy. I would use it to, like I had said before, make reservations when out on road trips when I'm almost to where I'm going to be ending up for the night.
Right. It comes in useful, but oh damn, is it expensive? And that's a major reason as to why I never got a smartphone. Because I know what I can afford and I know what I can't. I also know what I'm going to use. I'm not going to use that much data. So even like a cheap little $30 a month would be, it's more than I'm going to use. I've got my computer here. I've got my laptop if I really want to go somewhere. That's why I wouldn't mind getting a pad or something. That's about as close to a smartphone as I want to get. Yeah, I don't have to pay for a data plan for it if I don't want to. Just set up the Wi-Fi and run off of where I'm at.
And the people line up around the door like sheep, and it's
Yeah.
freaking hilarious. It reminds me, it was like when the last iPhone came out. My God, I'm stealing a seg with the Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Kardashian's mom.
Yep.
She called an Apple store, said, I want to order these, have them sit or come pick them up right away. The store said, no, you're going to have to wait in line.
Oh, jeez.
She shows up there, walks to the front of the line,
Oh yeah, I remember
goes
this.
inside and says, "I want these phones, please." The manager said,
Well, even before
"Take
that, they
your
called.
ass to the back of the line."
Even before that, she called her personal, because it wasn't Chris Jenner, it was her personal assistant. Her personal assistant called and said, "Yeah, we would like you to put 5 of these away. We can't do that. Oh, evidently you don't know who I represent. No, we know who you represent.
We
Frankly,
don't
we don't
care.
care because we can't do that." And then they sent the personal assistant down, and they're like, "Yeah, you need to take her because apparently she's just stupid and doesn't know what the end of the line is." And that's when they got security involved and walked her ass to the end of the line. And the part that wasn't reported, when she got up there, they only had 3 left.
Uh,
So, and in that particular store, it was a little bit of, "I'm sorry, you're only allowed to buy 2 at a time while in line." So there were 3. They wanted 5. She got 2. That's awesome. And a woman behind her said, "Oh, thank God, because mine actually broke, and I do actually need one."
Hell, if I was the woman behind her, I'd auctioned it off to her.
Probably. I might have thought about it, but then again, you know what? If my phone broke and I hadn't had a way to get a hold of anybody, oh well, tough titties for her. I got my phone. Oh, you didn't get all yours. Aw. But yeah, granted, that's like a year and a half old story. But you know what? Who cares? It's still fun. So now, as promised, I was talking about doing a quick review on a couple of comics because we don't do a lot of comic stuff on here.
I try, especially since this month is DC Villains Month. They go through backstories and stuff for villains. Zod.
Desaad.
Oh yeah. Well, they've also got Zod, Killer Frost,
Oh
Grundy.
no,
Nebula.
literally every DC comic,
Yeah, I
with
know.
the
I
exception of
do.
Smallville, is villain. It's villain month.
Even
So
Smallville. Yeah, I know.
no, not including Smallville. Although
Uh,
Smallville has just introduced Wonder Woman.
yeah, I do know that in season 11.
Yep. Let's see.
I
These are
saw.
these
I
are the
saw the
books I picked up
pictures.
this week, or a couple days ago. I
Okay.
got
I read the issue of Smallville with Wonder Woman this afternoon.
that is a big Grimlock.
How come Optimus isn't riding him?
Shut up,
I'm not gonna let that go. Yes.
Solomon Grundy.
Born on a Monday.
No, it actually turned out you were born on a Tuesday.
Actually,
Oh.
that one gets kind
This is the that's what Wonder Woman looks like in Smallville.
of okay.
Considering Smallville, I think it actually looks pretty damn cool. But
Well, I read the Solomon Grundy one this morning.
we'll see. I haven't had a chance to read them yet. So, hey, back that up, bitch.
Hey, you're in the.
There we go.
Get away.
Ah, I see Pussycat. Hi, Fanny.
This is my pussycat.
Say hello, Fanny.
Fanny, you're famous.
You're gonna be on YouTube now. You'll actually get us a hit.
Now I need you to go. Go bug mom, Cyrano. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, now she's getting on the tray that's holding up my iPad and just gonna lie down. Ah, drool.
Uh, but yeah, no. The first one I want to go over real quick is DC Universe versus Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
And as we can see here, we've got Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman on the cover, as well as Cyborg.
Yes, I was gonna say cyborg.
Don't expect to see any of them in the first issue.
Yes, because it starts out in Eternia.
Yes. Um, the only one that we see is John Constantine. Although we do have the new design for Skeletor, which you've seen that.
I like that design. He
You know
looks
what?
badass.
Here's a page where we got a close up of his face here. I just want to make sure we get that on camera.
Yeah, he looks badass there.
Yeah, he does.
He's not in the background saying "boob."
What's wrong with that? I like that version of Skeletor. I will always like that version of Skeletor. But just a quick thing is, evidently, now I don't read the Masters of the Universe monthly, so
I do like the fact that He-Man's wearing more clothes.
I think everybody's happy about that fact. Evidently, they introduced She-Ra and the Horde on issue or two back, and the Horde have managed to take over Eternia. Go ahead, what?
Did they go after the secret sword?
I'm watching that right now, actually.
The Christmas special, you know.
Yeah, what is going on? You're full of the Christmas spirit. I don't like it.
That was such a horrible episode. Even by those standards.
Oh, if you really want to hear it get torn apart, go listen to
I already watched
last
that.
year on Earth 2. Oh no, Earth 2 covered that in the G.I. Joe Christmas special.
Well, I watched the Nostalgia Critics review.
Have you ever seen the G.I. Joe Christmas special?
No.
Where you remember Polly, Shipwreck's parrot?
Yeah.
Polly gets turned gigantic and is just rampaging Cobra troopers everywhere while singing Christmas carols. It is just... I saw this as a kid, and I'm looking around for the person who was nearest smoking the pot, because evidently I had inhaled some. No, this is something that exists. But it some of the character changes in here for like He-Man and Teela. Teela is a raging she-bitch. Oh my god! Anytime anybody says anything, she's just snarky as all hell. Like they mentioned, it's like, yeah, the Horde have taken over Eternia. Yeah, trying to catch people up on what they've missed in case they don't read it. And she's like, yeah, thanks to your sister. Talking to He-Man. It's like, He-Man should have just turned on her with the sword and said, look, bitch, I could chuck you to the other side of the planet. Shut up. Doesn't say that, but at the same point, Man-at-Arms is sitting there. And I mean, Man-at-Arms looks dead on to what he used to. Mustache, the mushroom helmet, the whole 9 yards. And he's like, look, finish this discussion later. There are hard troopers coming. We need to leave at least one alive this time. And he kind of looks at Teela. We need one alive so we can question them.
Big question.
Yes.
Orko or Gwildor?
Orko. You out of your mind? That's like saying live action He-Man New Adventures. Live action. And I know I'm not talking about the 2001. I'm talking about the New Adventures of He-Man. Made about as much sense as Miley Cyrus's performance the other night.
Oh God.
Yeah. But He-Man says, yeah, so that means don't kill them all this time. And she goes, well, she was, one of them was looking at my butt. And he says, well, A, they're more man than machine now, and plus, just because they have bad taste in women doesn't really mean anything. So I don't know what the hell happened between He-Man and Teela, but goddamn. They go in,
and I think you just solidified that he's gay.
I'm wondering. But the Horde soldiers are carrying this box, and it turns out Evelyn is trapped in it. So they rescue her, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because this is just the first couple pages, so it's really not giving anything away. Meanwhile, you have another woman who turns out she's from Eternia, or she's from Earth, but has been living on Eternia. She's back. If you know who it is, if you've watched the old TV show, you know who it is.
Courtney Cox.
Huh? What?
Courtney Cox.
No. I would slap the shit out of you for that if I could reach you. If you watch the old cartoon series, you know who I'm talking about. Otherwise, I don't want to give it away. This woman goes to meet with John Constantine, and she's talking to him about Skeletor, and Skeletor is in between worlds right now. He's not quite on Earth. He's kind of hiding, but he's also hiding from Hordak. So he's sure as hell not on Eternia. He's kind of in an alternate little pocket dimension. He's discovered Earth. He wants to conquer Earth because, yeah, Earth has its magic users. Magic is a everyday thing on Eternia where it's not here on Earth. He's like, oh crap! If I could get that power from Earth, I'm pretty much set to take over the universe. Never mind Eternia and Earth. Uh, like I said, none of the heroes show up. It's a basic. Here's kind of a catch up on Masters of the Universe to set everything up. Okay, issue. I'm hoping that the next one will actually move along. It's not a bad issue, and the artwork is all right. Some of it does actually look like the old '80s cartoon. So it's got a little bit of a cartoony bent to it. Oh, although I'm sorry. I apologize. Does Shazam look like he's on crack to you, or is that just me?
Looks like he just ate or drank a jolt.
Pretty much.
Looks like
His upper lip, he's like...
kind of looks like the design with with the hood down for Injustice.
You know what? I know what happened to him. That's the rest of the kids getting together after Billy Batson died. If you've seen Flashpoint Paradox, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He was the conscience. He's gone insane. So yeah, that's...
So you keep talking to Flash. I say I'm happy as a fucking clam because of what I got at the store the other night.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's up here because I get paid tomorrow and I'm going to go pick it up. Yeah, we'll have to do a full-on review of that too.
$10 at Walmart.
The only thing that sucks is there's not a single goodie on it. That's horrible.
Yeah.
You'd think after so long they would have released another version or something and had some goodies on it. There's nothing.
Two of my favorite episodes, on the same disc. The Trickster, obviously.
Oh, of course.
For obvious reasons. And Tina, Is That You? Where you
Yes.
get bad girl Tina.
Yes. Now, the other one I wanted to look at real quick is one I've been looking forward to for a few months now, since I first heard about it. This is called The Star Wars. Not Star Wars, The Star Wars. Based off of George Lucas's original rough draft screenplay. You see that green dude? That's what Han Solo was originally supposed to look like.
What green dude? I can't... The bottom?
Let me see if I can right here.
Oh. Okay.
The guy in the middle, that's General Luke Skywalker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. His son, who his name eludes me, his younger son, and this happens in the first couple pages, so it's not really giving anything away. His younger son killed. So Luke and his older son Anakin go back to the original. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Luke's son was Anakin. And I was saving this
I
just
am
for you.
your father.
There you go, Dave. Happy birthday. So, but no, seriously, the artwork in this is absolutely beautiful.
And you're gonna lend it to me.
There's a nice shot of General Skywalker right there.
Why does he look like Ben?
He looks like a combination of Ben and Hamill now, actually.
Actually, it looks like a combination of Ben and what do you call it? What's his name? George Lucas.
A little bit. There's a little bit of Lucas in there, but like you have the Star Destroyers. The thing is, the Star Destroyers are not what we're used to. Same basic design, but take that and shrink it to the size of a two-man fighter, and you now have your new Star Destroyers.
What?
Yeah, they're two-man fighter ships now. The Palace of Light on the planet Aquile. I've never heard of this planet. Duh. But here's the thing. Looks a lot like Jabba's palace, doesn't it?
Yes. Might be the home planet for. Are all the huts from Tatooine?
No, they're from. Shoot, the name of the planet actually has Hut in it, and I can't currently think of the name of it. But I'm wondering if this dude in the background, this guy here, might be the replacement for the Huts.
Hmm.
Or you've got a better look at his pretty little face there.
He's pretty.
Looks like Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry, Nadine. But yeah, the artwork, the story, it just starts out absolutely wonderful. Um, yeah, you've gotta see this to believe it because they've done a hell of a job. Um, we know who is on the way to becoming Vader by the end of the first issue,
Spoilers.
and huh?
Spoilers.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Well,
it
no,
Anakin?
I'm not going to spoil it. Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't show you who it was because I mean, he pretty much you'll know because he's already had what happened to Vader happen to him, as in the electronics put in,
It's
as in
Yoda.
he's got the mostly mechanical body.
It's Yoda, right?
That would be awesome, but no. But now you see the name um, Alderaan. Or I apologize. You see the name. No, that's right, Alderaan.
Kill it.
But it's not a planet. Alderaan is basically Bespin. Alderaan is a floating city. It's cool to see and hear these names. Like everybody knows who Grand Moff Tarkin is from the original Star Wars. He was the one kind of leading Vader around on the Death Star.
Okay. And
In this, you have a character named
you
Tarkin.
see the shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, but you're a little slow.
Turning you off now.
Uh, hey, you haven't even seen a lot of good B movies, so you know. Tell me I'm wrong.
I've seen enough. I just don't want to see the room.
Like I said, he's scared.
I'm not scared. I have no interest in it.
Your puppy is scared. See, he's so scared that the whole room with him in it just kind of blushed.
At least Rocky Horror is entertaining and sexy. I'm a weird person.
Back away from the camera now. No, but like I said, I just wanted to do the quick reviews on that. Do you have anything else you'd like to mention?
Well, we're here, and the news. It just came out as news recently. Harry Potter spinoff.
Yeah.
It was just announced. I forgot. I forgot the name. Can you look that up for me? It's something the Beasts. Forgot. That's.
Give me 1 second. Basically, what this movie or series of movies are going to be based off of is a side book called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It is literally one of the textbooks that Harry Potter used in the Harry Potter series. These are books that you would use to study at Hogwarts. They've decided that this now needs to be a series of movies. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Dave knows this. I've read the books. I'm rereading the books. I've seen the movies. I've actually got this book.
He forced me to see the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
We were all going, and you kind of tagged along, so shut up. Now you will be forced to see The Hobbit Part 2.
You duct taped me to a chair.
No, we'll be doing that with The Hobbit Part 2 and 3. Anyway, Yeah. No, I like I said, I'm a fan. This doesn't need to be done. And here's the thought, Warner Brothers. Why don't you go into your other major contributor, otherwise known as DC Comics, and make something other than Superman and Batman?
Maybe a Static Shock movie.
Dude, you know what? I would love to see a Static Shock
I would
movie.
love that too.
At this point,
Heck,
I would like to see a Zeta Project
with a
movie.
Static Shock movie, or or even a Batman Beyond. You
Yep,
know,
yep. Well, let's
you have
actually
to
get
be
away from
Bat to
Batman
break
and
the
Superman
law.
for a minute. Yeah, exactly.
But
Even with Batman
Static,
Beyond.
it's you can play towards that 18 to 25 demographic, or
Exactly.
you've got a kid.
Oh, excuse me.
You've got a black kid who has all these problems. He's kind of like Spider-Man of the DCU. He's got real problems aside from the fact
A
that
little bit. Yeah, yeah. You know
he's
what? I
got,
never thought of that, but yeah, you're right.
he's
You
got
were.
his best friend who in the books was gay.
Yeah, and you could go either way with that. You can go, hey, this is based off the book, or it's based off the cartoon.
They
If you're
kind of
worried,
tried to hint at it in the cartoon with
no, they never really hinted at it.
the earring in Richie's ear.
Yeah, like I said, they never really hinted at it because how many kids still run around with
I
earrings in
think
their
it,
ear?
I think it was a
That's just
callback.
me.
It was supposed to be a callback to the comic book, I believe.
Very well might have been. Excuse me, my apologies. I'm getting a little tired. But
That the cartoon dealt with racial issues, drugs. It got real campy at time, like Toys in the Hood,
well, or you look at even the first episode.
gang violence.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I'm just getting the first episode or the first half of the episode set up real quick. But
Shock to your system, part one.
yes, um, see, we could do an
Sad
entire
that I know
show,
that. Huh?
huh?
It's sad that I know that,
No, not at all, actually. Um, see, we could do an entire show just on the DCAU.
but that's been done.
It's been, oh God, I apologize. It's been done, and it's been done by better people than us. People who actually have a clue what they're doing with podcasting. What do you think?
Probably they're not as funny as us. To quote one of their famous lines, though, Barbara adores Dick.
To put that in the actual line, I believe it's Bruce looks at Barbara and says, "You truly adore Dick, don't you?" At that point, she goes, "Yes," and drops to her knees. It's not the Dick I meant, but what the
Which is
hell?
why she ended up sleeping with Bruce in that universe.
Yes, yeah, she did.
Yes, I adore Dick.
In
Take me, man.
Mystery of the Mystery of the Batwoman. God damn you! Well,
I think
I think I think we've pretty much hit the wall for this episode. What do you think? Before
yes,
Skype
it
decides
actually
we're
hit the
no longer
wall 2 days
worthy.
ago.
Yeah, pretty
We just,
much.
rebuilt the wall and we're gonna run back into it.
Yeah, and again, apologize for the delay in the episode going up. As we speak, I am currently uploading part one of episode 26, and this will be episode 26, part two. So, in the meantime, we will have a show next week. We will also be doing an episode of Taking on Trek, which was supposed to be this week, but sadly, again, problems with Skype. We weren't able to even get together yesterday, and we had to finish up this. So,
And then
I
we will have one more episode after
are
that.
you going
And
to
then
be
we will
available
take
for that episode? Because I do have something lined up. If you don't think you can do it,
I could probably do so. I could probably do it on the 24th because I don't leave till the 25th, late night, 25th.
Okay, because I was thinking of doing an anime special that day.
Oh, goody! I could talk about Guyver.
You want to talk about Guyver? We will have, if everything works out, we'll have another host with us for that evening.
I could talk about Guyver, and I could talk about my other favorite anime, Darukushan.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Show's so frigging awesome.
Show's so fucking demented. Would you like to give people
The
the English title for that in case you want to go look something up?
English title is Bludgeoning Angel. Basically, you have a angel that looks like a 13-year-old girl sent
Mind you,
back in time.
this this is a show that is not work safe by any
No,
stretch of the imagination.
you've got an angel that's a 13-year-old girl gets sent back in time to kill a boy who comes up with a way to basically stop women from aging beyond the point of age 13 or 14. So
Well,
basically, she calls him a pedophile. She kills him, brings him back to life, and she keeps doing this over and over, killing him and bringing him back to life.
and in horrible, horrible ways, and all of them
Actually,
very, very different.
the
But
best part
mostly
though is
using
what
a
happens
club.
when you remove the halo from an angel.
I forgot how sharp it is.
They get
Yeah,
explosive
oh
diarrhea.
yeah, he forgets about how sharp it is, and they're running around trying not to shit themselves.
It is a total yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that next time though.
Yeah.
When we do your anime special.
So there you go. Not this coming week, but next week. It's gonna pretty much be no news. It'll just be us talking about animes, new animes, old animes. You know, Dave. We are going to be talking about Hayao Miyazaki. So I would suggest watching at least one of his movies.
I have. I watched Ponyo. Remember?
Okay, watch one more because I want to have everybody talk about at least two different movies. And
How?
I already told you. We'll talk about Ponyo, but I sincerely think you would like Castle of Cagliostro. And I will check right now, but I believe it is still free up on YouTube and legally free on YouTube. Let me take a look real quick. Castle Cagliostro full movie. Ah, okay. Yes, it is. Oh
Okay.
well, it
Awkward silence.
was. I apologize. It was free. Now all of a sudden it's $12.99.
Plus tax.
Why did it suddenly go to $12.99 when I was watching the exact same version of it for free? Well, let me take a look. There's another version up on here. If this is in English, I will suggest it. Otherwise, you may want to. Yeah, there you go. Just look up the first. Matter of fact, I will happily
Don't
send
tell
you a
me.
link
Tell
to it.
them.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link so you can watch it.
Okay.
But just like I said,
Tell
just
them. Maybe they can watch it and they can get into it.
yeah,
Get into the discussion.
we
If anybody watches.
are you done? I've tried to do it 3 times. Now, what I've started to say was you want to look up again. Look it up on YouTube. It is called Lupin the Third, Castle of Cagliostro. If you need that spelled, it is Cagliostro, and it is from 1979. And
Or you
please
could
don't.
just send the link.
I just sent you the link. I don't know how to set up the link in the YouTube. I'm still learning how to do this, guys. I apologize. But the only reason I recommend that one over the rest of them is because, again, we're going to be talking about Hayao Miyazaki. Eventually, I would love to do an overview on just Lupin the Third because you've seen some of those episodes. You've seen some of the ones that they
Of
ran on
what?
Adult Swim, so you
Of
know
what?
how.
Of what?
Huh?
Of what?
Lupin the Third.
Never saw it.
Dude, we watched episodes together on Adult Swim.
We did?
Yes, several times.
When?
Oh my god. You,
I don't remember watching it.
I
I don't
suddenly
watch
want
a
to. I
lot of
suddenly want to
anime.
grab a specific theme song from Hollywood Babylon and play it right now, and then ask what strain you were smoking.
I
Was it Skywalker
honestly,
OG?
I've heard, I've heard of it. I just never watched it.
We've watched a couple episodes together. Believe it or not.
Okay, if you say so.
Anyway, people go watch Lupin the Third if you've never watched it before. It's an awesome series. You've got several movies, TV specials, the whole nine yards. It's something that's been running since the very early '70s and is still they're still making new stuff out of it today. So, but anyway, we will be talking more about that and other programming in a couple of weeks. Next week we'll be back with a regular show, and until then, actually signing off because we want to this time. I'm Joe.
And I'm Dave, reminding you to keep your toilet seats shut in case the ghost shark might come and get you.
God damn it. Ghost Shark, really? Really? You couldn't come up with something a little more current like Sharknado 2? The next one?
No, Ghost Shark came out after Sharknado.
But either way.
You gotta keep that
Hey,
toilet seat shut, or else that thing will just come up right out of the water and pull you under. It'll
just,
come
just,
right out of your cup.
I was gonna say, just remember when you're drinking a cup of water to maybe use a straw. Alright, everybody. Have a good night.